Hello everyone, my name is Michael. We're going to do a small audio clip today titled The Church versus Washing. And what we're going to do is replace the church or fellowship or anything that has to do with the church with bathing. For example, here I'll give you one. I was forced to as a child. I was forced to take a bath as a child, so I don't need to take one now as an adult. Where people think they don't need to go to church now because they were forced to as a child. See how it interlinks there? Some of them we'll elaborate on. Some of them I'll just simply read to you. So let's get started. People who wash are hypocrites. They think they are cleaner than everybody else. I used to shower, but I got bored with it, so I stopped doing it. I wash only on special occasions like Christmas and Easter. How many of us know those kind of people? Church is at its highest attendance on Easter morning and on the weekend before and after Christmas. None of my friends bathe, so why should I? I'll start washing when I get older. I can't spare the time. The church in New England just had this. People were throwing a fit because Sunday is the only day they have free. They have all their sporting events and stuff on Saturday. Come Sunday, they have home projects, families they want to spend time with, and they just can't find the time to go to church. If we replace that with not finding the time to take a bath, opens our eyes a little bit more. People who make soap are only after my money. I don't like the songs that people sing in the bathroom. It annoys me. I can clean myself perfectly well whenever I pass a sink, so I don't need to get in the bathtub. There's an example right there of people thinking that if I read my Bible at home and have my quiet time, that's okay. I don't need to fellowship with the body. I don't need to officially get in the bathtub. I'm clean enough. I know how to stay clean without washing. The last time I washed, somebody was rude to me. Gosh, there are rude people in those bathrooms. I know someone who washes every single day, and guess what? They still smell bad. I know some people like that. Very, very knowledgeable, very educated in regards to their Bible, their theology, but their witness, their evangelism is poor. And it might have turned somebody away like this person who wrote this. I know someone who doesn't believe in soap. And you know what? I agreed with him. I sat beside a whole case of soap for an hour and nothing happened. I'm so dirty now, even if I washed, what good would it do? I might even clog the drain. If I start washing again, all my friends will think I'm trying to conform to their middle-class standards, that I'm better than they are. And I don't want to lose my friends. Washing is for women and children. I don't need to do that. Washing is for people much dirtier than I am. I will wash when I find a bathroom that is exactly right for me. Now I can tell you that you're probably never going to find the church that is exactly right for you. There's always going to be something, one thing that disturbs you in some manner. Maybe it's the color of the candles. Maybe it's the way that the Christmas wreaths are hung. Maybe it's one of the ministries you don't exactly agree with. I'm not a big fan of women praying in the church. That's a whole other theological debate and discussion in itself. But the church that I attend has women stand before the church and they pray. But am I going to run and make a big fuss about it? It's nothing. Because almost everything else within the church I agree upon. So let me tell you, you're probably never going to find that church where everything is 100% to your liking. And if it's that one thing, that's the smallest thing in the world, going to your pastor is not going to create a relationship between you and him. It's just going to cause conflict because the only time you're going to him is for these small little things. Okay, got off track there. Sorry, let us continue. I only believe in things I can see. And guess what? This bacteria that's all over me, I can't see it. Washing may have been okay in my grandfather's day and age, but guess what? Today, it's just not practical. Nobody's doing it anymore. I need to look dirty, talk dirty, and fight dirty in order to survive in this world. Who needs soap? I watch other people take baths on TV. Once again, I think there's a place for this. You're in the hospital, you can't move, you're paralyzed from the waist down. I know multiple people that are this. The only kind of church that they're going to have are the people visiting them and what they can hear on the radio and see on the television. The podcast they can download, which are all great things. This audio clip, for example. But they can't physically go to the church itself. That's understandable. But thinking that if you can get up and go to the church, thinking that sitting in front of the TV is going to be the same experience as actually being there surrounded by the people, I'm telling you, there's nothing close to it. We've just moved here 6 years ago, and I just haven't had a chance to bathe yet. I bought a bad bar of soap one time, so I swore I'd never wash again. I feel as close to washing on the golf course as I do in the bathroom. I get out there and I just feel clean. Question is, are you really though? I never wash when I have company over. If I have company, they must come first besides my bath. How many of us have that? Holiday season comes, family comes to visit, and instead of us getting up and going to church and witnessing to them, we stay at home showing them that they are more important than us going to church. Wash day is the only day I have to sleep in. I'm not getting up to take a bath. My wife washes enough for the whole family. Why do I need to wash? And lastly, I know people who wash, but they don't act clean. And sadly, I know some of those people too who they go to church and they read their Bible and they are very educated, but then once again, I think we mentioned something close to this earlier, how the way a person acts and their evangelism to the world is not what they are reading and not what they say they truly are. So that gives you a little perspective on that. Another fact here is when you literally step in the bath, and we're not talking the church now, we're talking the shower. You have your soap, you have your shampoo, you have all these things. But if you get in the shower or the bathtub and it's nothing but water, straight up water, you are going to cleanse almost 90% of your body. 90% of the bacteria within you is going to be washed away by you simply standing there and having the water hit you and rinse you clean. 90%. So if we could get somebody to just come into the church, just come with us on Sunday morning, just come visit the church, that's 90% of the battle. Once they are here, why are we so picky the first day? Once they get into the church, once they start to know Jesus Christ as their Lord and Savior, yes, we need to confront them. They have said, yes, I am a Christian, I want to follow Christ. Then we need to talk to them about their habits. Maybe this shouldn't be done. Maybe you should do this in a different way. That's the right time. But if a person just walks into the church door and they're carrying an ESV instead of a New King James and you're like, how dare you? That's like going over to somebody's house and they've got, Head and Shoulders instead of Selsun Blue or something for their dandruff. And you're thinking, oh my goodness. Or they've got a different type of soap than you do. They're using the body wash where you're using the bar. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't make a difference. The point is they're there. The point is they want to be clean. They want to be washed. They want their sins washed away. 90% of the goal is getting them through the door. 90% is just having them there. And what God decides to do from that point on is up to Him. All right, I hope you got something from this. We're going to have more audio clips coming into the future, and I hope that you will tune back in and have a listen to those. And please leave your feedback, leave your comments on the Facebook page at fatherto4.net. and I hope to tune back in soon. This is Michael. Thank you.